Now to Alabama politics. Lawmakers are wrapping up the second full day of a special session that is running out of time to solve the state's budget crisis.
News 5's Debbie Williams is in Montgomery, where solutions to the budget crisis that everyone can agree on are hard to come by.
The House getting off to a quick start, but then seeming to bog down a little bit this afternoon, and the governor backing off a definite veto of any budget that doesn't cover the $200 million shortfall, all part of the second full day of this special session.
We can make it whole.
Lawmakers back in Montgomery trying to fill a $200 million gap in funding for state agencies.
The shortfall is at the point that we need to do something about it and not have 30 and 35% cuts and layoffs throughout the state and the ramifications that'll come with it.
Increased taxes and fees on things like cigarettes, a business privilege tax, and increasing car title fees have all begun the long legislative process.
We're working very diligently to craft a budget that would solve most of these problems.
But if all of it passes, and it won't, it still won't cover the multi-million-dollar gap in the budget.
There will be significant cuts if there's no funding that's applied to this budget. I mean, it is a severe situation, and people of the state are not going to appreciate some of the cuts that are coming their way in the services if this budget is not passed.
But even the governor seems to recognize time is of the essence, and a compromise may be the best way to get results.
We have to have a budget. We can't close down government, and we're not going to do that.
Senator Tripp Pittman says millions of dollars in tax increases and fees may resolve this year's budget crisis, but it's only a Band-Aid for the real problem.
You know, we got to stop the bleeding. We've got to have a budget. We've got to pass some bills that allow us, and ultimately a budget that will allow people to, the government to continue to operate after October 1st.
And a Senate subcommittee earlier today talked about some measures that we haven't heard talked about before, a lottery bill and a property tax increase, but neither one of those measures would have any impact on the budget starting October 1st. In Montgomery, Debbie Williams, News 5.